very warm welcome to Your Future Path, where we will be in conversation with academic leaders, professional experts, and industry veterans that will make sure to give you just the right information in order for you to build your own future path. And we are absolutely honored to have here with us key pillars of the Lincoln University College that will be speaking to us about their wonderful programs as well as the pathway that they have built for you, our very own students. We are absolutely honored to have here with us Professor Dr. Rasheed Abdul Salaam as well as Dr. Roshan de Lima, who are here with us to speak to us this day. We are absolutely honored to introduce Professor Dr. Rasheed Abdul Salaam, who is the Dean Faculty of Dentistry, Lincoln University College, Malaysia. He is also the Vice President of International Academic Collaboration, and he is a specialist in orthodontic and with over 29 years of academic experience across many different countries around the world. A very warm welcome to you, Professor Dr. Rasheed. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for invitation.
And we are also absolutely honored to introduce to you Dr. Roshan de Lima. A very warm welcome to you, sir. Thank you for joining us. Dr. Roshan de Lima is also the Director International for Sri Lanka and the UAE at Lincoln University College, and he is also the Chief Executive Officer of Lincoln Institute of Graduate Studies, which is the Sri Lankan branch of the Lincoln University College. And while talking about the Lincoln University College, it is a highly established and strongly reputed university which has marked its presence not only in Sri Lanka but across Malaysia, Australia, UAE, as well as over 30 different countries as well. Well, with that said, a very warm welcome to both of you once again. Thank you for joining today's discussion. And we would like to start off with you, Dr. Roshan. We know a lot about the Lincoln University College, but we want to hear a lot more about it. We want to hear about the history of the Lincoln University College as well as the history of the Lincoln Institute of Graduate Studies in Sri Lanka and the progress that it has made over the years.
Well, thank you for that lengthy introduction given. Talking about Lincoln, the name itself reflects the Lincoln is cascades down from Abraham Lincoln chain of universities which is established around the world. We all know that how passionate was Abraham Lincoln was passionate about education. So with that brand name, the establishment in Malaysia and also different branch campus, as he was explaining, across the world. Well, talking about the Sri Lankan context, because we are in Sri Lankan context. Now, Lincoln University is in operation for the last, I would say, 12 years. We have produced more than 10,000 graduates for the last 10 years. Sri Lankans, that is one of the key factors. And I am proud to tell that because majority of them are employed in government sector. Public sector actually. If you take, we are very famous for our health science programs here. We do offer nursing program, we do offer pharmacy program, we do offer physiotherapy, we do offer medical imaging likewise. We offer allied health science programs here. Apart from that, we offer social science programs, quite a lot of social science programs, and management related and engineering programs. Okay. So wide range of programs we offer. Talking about the history, long story short, I will make it short. For the last 12 years, you can imagine we started with actually 18 students. Now we have a student population over 3,000 studying with us currently. And as I said, there's an alumni of more than 10,000 students. And 90% of them are employed, not only in Sri Lanka, also elsewhere in the world. So this is what we have done. It's not just producing qualification, we have produced qualifications so that they can discount this in the market. And also there is a global demand for our graduates, not only in Sri Lanka, given the brand name is also somewhat. So Prof. Rasheed will be explaining about how we are positioned in the world when it comes to the ranking, etc. So we are one of the, I think we are the only university, international university with good QS ranking, offering Sri Lankan degrees from a Malaysian context and point of view here in Sri Lanka. Compared, we are in par with the leading state universities here. We are in par with leading state universities, if I do not mention the names. So we are in world ranking wise, we are in par with them. That itself gives an indication of our benchmarking and international benchmarking for what we have been doing. So this is what who we are, and this is what we have been doing, and this is we are willing to do a lot of things in future.
Well, we're looking forward to seeing all the wonderful things that the Lincoln University College as well as the Lincoln Institute of Graduate Studies will do. Definitely come a long way.
Yeah.
And it is definitely a global pathway for all our students as well, just like you mentioned, Doctor. You mentioned something about how we have a diverse range of programs. So I'm just going to pick up on that and come to you, Professor, because just like Dr. Roshan mentioned, we do have a contribution to health sciences and medical education amongst many other programs as well. So from your experience, can we talk a little bit about why Lincoln University College would be a very strong choice for students who wish to pursue their career pathway in medicine?
Thank you for this invitation. Actually, Lincoln University College, Malaysia, last 3 years get high ranking in international level. We are in Malaysia 5-star in Sitara High Education of Malaysia ranking, and also in international globally QS 638 in the global and in the world.
Wow.
For quality of education, we are one in the category of quality of education. We are within 100 in the world. For this achievement, of course, medical faculty and dental faculty programs to study in Lincoln is more international level. Why medical and dental study in Lincoln is unique and different? Our certificate, they can accepted in many European countries and also American and Australia, and Lincoln also recognize certificate in Middle East, majority of countries like Saudi Arabia. This gives chance for our graduation to work in any part of the world. This one first. In many European countries also they can start to work, and they can, some of countries they can practice without exam. Our program is unique for medical and dental, 5 years and very intensive 5 years. 2 years is preclinical and 3 years is focus for clinical. Our program in medical and dental, they focus more for practical and also using all digital way of teaching and digital equipment to practice the last equipment in medical in our faculties. This all advantage make our students to choose Lincoln for medical and dental programs. For Sri Lankan student, we have many students from Sri Lanka. I can tell very frankly, Sri Lankan students, they are very serious, very smart, and fast learning. And from day one, when they join the program, they have vision and mission how to work internationally. They are different from some countries, especially Sri Lanka students. They're thinking to work inside Sri Lanka and also in their mind to be in different part of the world. This is what I like from them, and also their English is very perfect. They can start from year one without any barrier of language. Not some of the countries they have some difficulties in English too, because our program in English, and also they are very serious and always they take everything serious. And in our programs, I can say is the top of 10 in each programs. You can find some Sri Lankan student. This gives chance for them to grow and to get international certificate. They can work inside Sri Lanka. If they decide to go any part of the world with Lincoln certificate, I think they have green light passport. They can go everywhere.
Wonderful. That is definitely exactly what our students want to hear as well. And we're glad we're hearing it from you yourself, Professor. And you mentioned about clinical training as well as practical training as part of the general structure. Can we talk a little bit more about that? And how exactly are the students exposed to this clinical training, the practical training, and also the quality and the standards of the hospitals that our students will be exposed to? How does the Lincoln University College ensure that the hospitals are the best of the quality and that the students get the best of the best?
Okay, to be honest with you, for medical program and dental program, all our alumni is working and good setup inside Malaysia and in different parts of the world. All our alumni also, we don't find anyone jobless. This one I can guarantee you from our alumni. The clinical part is here I can divide it for medical different, from dental different. We have hospital in Kelana Jaya in Lincoln. For dental, the student from year 1 to year 5, all the practical they do in our clinic. Part of clinical, they have a lot number of patients. Why? Because we have strategic location inside the Bataling Jaya in Kuala Lumpur. This means around our place we have many condominium, we have many paradigm mall, and very strategic area. For these things, our waiting list for treatment patient is very long. Our students, they can practice more and inside our hospital in dentistry. From year 1 to year 5. For dental, for medical program, they study in Kuala Lumpur 2 years preclinical, and they try to practice this preclinical with many practice in the lab, not in the clinic. When they go to Kota Baru, year 3, 4, 5, the clinical years, they go to government hospital. Because in Malaysia, medical students, they cannot practice in any private hospital. They need to go for government hospital. And that area, we have only 2 universities in this hospital. And the population of this state is very high population. Also, our students, they go to that hospital every day from year 3, year 4, year 5 in medical, and they have chance to practice all types of patients regarding to different system. I can assure you, medical and dental faculty program, students, they can graduate ready for be open his clinic in next year of graduation.
Wonderful. That's very reassuring as well. Professor, thank you for ensuring that our students hear that as well. And with that, I'm going to move on to Dr. Roshan. I'm going to ask you a question because just like Professor mentioned, there are opportunities, international opportunities, as well as for all our students to get the best of, hospital experience, practical training, and all of that as well. So as a student who joins the Lincoln Institute of Graduate Studies, they do have the opportunity for international exposure as well as other academic exposure as well. How does LIGS support this? And also, can we talk a little bit about the pathway programs that our students are eligible for by joining Lincoln Institute of Graduate Studies?
Okay, thank you. Let me address this in a, let me segregate these questions because there were too many questions in, too many parts in one question. So what I'll do is first, I'll just try to add something to what Prof. Rasheed was adding. As he said, we have one of the best setups for the medical, especially the clinical part. Clinical part is done by the government hospitals. You know that Malaysian government hospitals, they maintain a certain high standards. So our students are exposed to these standards. So whenever they do their clinicals, that is one. Number two, we have been recognized by SLMC. Very few universities that we are recognized by SLMC, Sri Lanka Medical Council. So that gives the students the opportunity to come and practice in Sri Lanka straight away without any queries. And also, as Prof. Rasheed said, I will just add, the students who go to our medical school there, dental medical school, they are also exposed to various examinations like USMLE in USA and UK exams, Australian exams. They get an opportunity to sit for these exams after their graduation. They can sit for these exams, and they can also think of being practicing in these countries. As Prof said, that our certificate has been recognized in any part of the world. One point I would like to stress what he said is, some of the countries you don't need to sit for exams, they can directly go and practice. Some of the countries you might have to go through a process of getting yourself registered with the particular medical council. So that is about the medical program. I just want to patch up with Prof. Rasheed what he said. Well, we have a good Sri Lankan community who is studying there. That's why Prof. Rasheed is telling that Sri Lankan students are doing very well in terms of medical faculty. Our students are, we choose students because with good results here, with 3B passes and etc. So with that academic standards, the students are excelling. They should be able to excel the program first. Talking about LIGS, yes, we have established the branch campus here. Something unique that others do not have, because as you see that when people wanted to go for overseas studies, especially in Malaysia or Australia, what they do is they have an agent here. Usually they will have an agent. So that agent will guide the student to study in a particular country. That's what it happens usually. We know the setup here, usually agents and consultants who are there. But in terms of Lincoln, we have a branch campus itself. We are not agents or anyone. So any student come to us, we counsel them and we see that their potential to study in Sri Lanka or their financial capabilities allow them to study in Malaysia or in Australia campus. So we have all set up in one place. So when they come to us, what we see is studying in Sri Lanka, you get the same degree, but the problem is, and I'll tell you, the exposure that you get, because the exposure is different, like in Sri Lanka, when you study in Sri Lanka, you are not exposed to that international standards, which we don't have here. But when you study in country like Malaysia, you are exposed to a kind of an international standard. It's not about the education as the quality is the same, but then again, the environment, the systems, I don't have to tell, like it's all different from what we see here. And the culture, and also you get to blend with students who had come from more than 50 odd countries there, especially. So that's something different. You learn in a multicultural, diversified environment, which we don't have here. So it all comes with a little bit of affordability, because what we have done is we have a wonderful pathway program for bachelor's of early childhood students, and also in business informatics for management. They can study 1 year here, and they can transfer themselves to our Australian campus for the second and third year. These both programs are PR driven programs, meaning that once you complete the program, you get an opportunity to apply for permanent residency in Australia. That is one thing. Second thing, those who can't, I mean, I would like to stress myself that instead of studying in Sri Lanka, for the same cost they can study in Malaysia. I'll tell that to you, because you know why? I have seen in Sri Lanka some of these private universities which they don't have a QS ranking also. They don't have a QS ranking. I mean, world ranking is not that good compared to Lincoln, Malaysia. So for the same cost, what they are studying in Sri Lankan context at the private university, they can always go to Malaysia and study for the same cost. Many students do not know this. I'm not talking about the medical program, I'm talking about the other programs, management, IT, engineering, and so on and so forth. So I see a lot of students who choose a study in Sri Lanka because they do not know that they think that Malaysia is quite expensive. Yes, Malaysia is expensive, but Lincoln is not expensive.
Right.
It's affordable.
Yeah.
It's not for the rich. It's for the middle class and middle lower class, and for all. Lincoln is for all. So basically what I'm talking is we offer when it comes to the cost. So because when it comes to international education, private education, the cost matters a lot for people, but generally speaking. But in terms of Lincoln, we of course our programs are very much cost effective. Even our medical program is very much cost effective for the students. That's why some of the students choose Lincoln. I think we have the highest number of students in Malaysia studying medicine, and now we are focusing on dentistry also time to come, because we are trying to apply for the medical council to get a recognition. But that is something the students want to practice in Sri Lanka. As you know, the new trend is always to go overseas, and they want to, the new generation, I mean, the Z gen, they want to go out of the country and establish themselves in various western part of the world, and some want to go to Middle East, etc. Like it's quite diversified nowadays, like not like our time when people when they qualify they want to work here. That's not the scenario now. They want to just go around the world and live there. Right. Work and live. That's been the trend. So here we have created a wonderful opportunity for that. So they go there, and also that students who cannot afford to study in Malaysia, they can study in Sri Lanka. If you can afford a little bit more with the loan facilities, etc., I always encourage the students to go to Malaysia and study, because that gives them more exposure. Because it's all about, it's nothing, because we all teach the same thing. If you pick any university for a particular degree, they will be teaching the same sort of curriculums. But what differs is that when you are studying in a different environment, you're meeting different people, you are exposed to different cultures, so you are completely a different person after 3 years.
Yeah.
And you become a potential eligible person for recruitment. Even a lot of firms in foreign companies, even local companies like blue chip companies, when you see people who have studied overseas, they are pretty much in line to recruit them. As you know that, I think you are also in the industry, you must be knowing that, because that's a different exposure that they have. So they like to take them in compared with locally educated students. But that's been the new trend, unfortunately. I would say unfortunate, because everyone is not fortunate to go out and get this exposure and come back. So that's what it is all about.
Wonderful. So Lincoln is for all, with the right international exposure and definitely giving the best of education as well. We love that as well. And also, Professor Rasheed, I'm going to move to you now, because Dr. Roshan did mention about cultural similarities and also cultural exposure when you go to Malaysia as well. So I'm going to bring this and ask you the question, because Malaysia and Sri Lanka does have a lot of similarities in culture as well, but there are many parents that are a bit nervous to send their children, maybe their daughters. What assurance, how can you give them the assurance that Lincoln University College ensures the utmost safety and guidance to their children, to their precious loved ones, and to send them across, and that Lincoln University College can take care of them.
Okay, thank you. Actually, I want to add some things what explained by Dr. Roshan. Yes, the tuition fees for Lincoln is reasonable. Why? Because what Dr. Roshan said, some of Sri Lankan students, they think the Malaysia tuition fees is high, maybe they cannot afford that one. But what we can announce here, for Sri Lankan student, we have special tuition fees. And this one, almost around 50% of scholarship for Sri Lankan student. Because we know the economy, we know the relationship between Malaysia and Sri Lanka. For this list of tuition fees, Sri Lankan students, they have special tuition fees. This one first. Second, the student, when they go for international recognition of certificate, I think Sri Lankan students, they can go for American, for Canadian, for Australian recognition, the certificate. They don't have any problem. You know why? Because their English is good and their study in English. Our program in English. Any student, he study his course in English, he can do any exam. Because some of countries, maybe the tuition fees is very low, especially for medical and dental, but they study there in different language.
Right.
This one, I don't want to mention some countries, but you know maybe some countries. And some of countries also, they teach in English, but the media surrounding not English.
Right.
And the lecturer who teach that program in English, they are not high qualified to teach in English because their English is not that much. For this student, maybe if they go for any international membership, they cannot pass.
Right.
But for anyone study in UK or Malaysia as media in English, I think easy to pass. This one first. And for parents to send student to Malaysia, first, Malaysia is safe country and economy is very stable. Because of stability of economy, majority of our students, especially from some countries, including Sri Lanka, they get some part-time job.
Okay.
Means financially they can support themselves. But I know many Sri Lankan students, they get some job, at least 5 hours per day. For part-timer, they can help themselves and help family for expenses. This one important. Also, not far. Only 3 hours they can visit family for any emergency.
Yep.
No need to go, for example, far country, and that one the ticket is very expensive. And also, if they have any things, good things in family like wedding or some things in family issue in hospital or some things, they can come within 3 hours. This also advantage. The another things to send to Malaysia, especially in Lincoln, our relation with all bodies in government bodies in Sri Lanka is very strong with Lincoln. If anything's happen with this student, he can contact many government bodies like ministry, like board of dental board, medical board. I think they will be more secure and more happy to have communication between these two countries. Also, our students from Sri Lanka, they can found almost same food. They don't have any problem for food. Almost the food, what I see here, all the food is in Malaysia. The climate, almost same. The people behavior and the character, almost same. All this, I think, inside of advantage. I don't found any disadvantage. Also the price, I don't think that much different in the price, almost same, little bit maybe 10% to 15% in some product. This one I think make the parents more secure and more happy, because sometimes you send your son or daughter some country, but you don't know this country and safety of the country, and every day you are thinking
What could happen?
what will happen.
Yeah.
This one I think the main things what I can pass this information to parents.
Wonderful. So it's definitely home away from home, I would say. So that's wonderful to hear, Professor. Now, my final question to conclude, I want to pose a question to both of you. What is the final message that you would like to give to our students and to the parents that are looking to pursue their career or to pursue their higher education journey with the Lincoln University College?
Uh, yes, finally, to conclude, as I said, there are many agents, many consultants, individuals who try to promote foreign education. But what a parent, in parent's perspective, in a parent's point of view, if I talk, I am a parent, I would see the credibility of the institution. Say we have a campus here, we have a campus in Malaysia, we have a campus in Australia, likewise we have campuses UAE everywhere.
Right.
So basically we are a kind of a conglomerate, like as a university conglomerate. So that credibility is number one. Number two is affordability, because we are going to launch scholarship schemes based on merits for A-level results, because we know now students out there looking out for various alternative opportunities, etc. So as I said, that international education and exposure is different. Like Prof. Rasheed explained, it gives you exposure to work in any part of the world rather than studying in Sri Lanka. The strong message I would like to give to a parent, that you could support your student with a similar cost that you are going to bear here in Sri Lanka with the for the higher education for your child. The same cost, you can pursue a degree program in Malaysia. Those who like to transfer from Malaysia to Australia is also possible, because less hassle compared, because you know the Australian visa is a very complicated and painful, rigorous process for anyone. A lot of formalities are there. But if you are transferring from Malaysia to Australia, it's quite different. And also, when you apply for PR, permanent residency, it all matters where you have studied your first degree. Say if you have studied in Malaysia or Australia or UK, or you get a different kind of aroma there, so that also adds. So it's all in all, it's all about the safety, because we are very strict about the discipline in the campus in Australia, Sydney, or in Sri Lanka, wherever it is. We are very strict with the discipline. What parents foresee is the security, especially for girls and ladies. We have separate hostels in Malaysia for girls. We have separate hostels with wardens and strict rules and regulations. So, and also the culture, as Prof. Rasheed explained, it's almost the same. The culture is same. Studying in Malaysia, you get to see the same sort of culture, that almost similar cultures in Sri Lanka. It's not different from others. And also security wise, it's a very safe country. Less crime and very safe for anyone, as Prof. Rasheed said, and also it's close by. And for parents to get visa also, it's not difficult. The parents also can go and visit the students time to time and come. Unlike some other countries, as Prof. Rasheed pointed out, it's very important to see the cost of the airline cost, the visa, the ticket. Even the visa is very complicated for some countries to go. But Malaysia is not like that. In about 3 days time you get visa, and 3 hours time you are in Malaysia. So that helps the parents, and like keeping them close by. And if whenever they want to visit them, they can always visit. We have hostels, separate girls hostels and boys hostels. Those who are coming, we take care of them basically. From the airport to the campus, and to the campus also when it comes to medical or any other counseling or whatever they need. As Prof. Rasheed said, some students would like to go and do some part-time job, earn some money. Not all the students, because our parents, they pet a lot of our children nowadays here. But some of the students are there, they would like to go extra mile and earn some money for themselves, pocket money, etc. That is also possible. Like Prof. Rasheed said, some of the students are doing that from different countries, from India, Nepal, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, we are all like similar environment. So some of the students do work. So we are quite, we are aware of that. So that is also possible. But some of the students, yes, they are living a fairly standard life there. And from there, they are not coming back to Sri Lanka, they are going to elsewhere. So what I say is, one of the most credible institution to join is the Lincoln as a brand name, because we have our campus here. Nothing to fear. We are all here.
Yeah.
We are also recognized by the University Grant Commission and also approved as a degree awarding institution. So that gives the Higher Education Ministry credibility also. So we have that credibility. We are not just a campus or just an institute. So we have been recognized and also approved by the Sri Lankan Higher Education Ministry.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Dr. Roshan and Professor Rasheed. What
Okay.
may you say?
Actually, what Dr. Roshan mentioned is I agree 100%. The culture of Sri Lanka and Malaysia almost same. But study in Malaysia, especially in Lincoln, there will be same culture with 92 countries student on the world. Student will study in Lincoln, Malaysia. He will have friends from 92 countries. He will know the different culture, different people, how to communicate. This one will build up his personality. For example, this message, of course, for parents and students also in Sri Lanka. In case you go to study in Malaysia and 20%, 10%, 25% is extra cost than you study in Malaysia, in Sri Lanka. But you need to understand what the benefit. The benefit that student, when he go abroad, he build up his personality. He come back totally different. But if study in his country, Sri Lanka or another country, any student study within country and family, I don't think his personality will be changed from school, because the same friends, same food, same bed where he sleep in the house, prepare everything by mother and father, and he will be not independent. Study abroad is not certificate only. The benefit is international certificate is, of course, more widely internationally. But the person, he will be independent how to manage himself in 1 month. For finance part, for food, how to maintain friends, how to set up. This is the benefit what the parents need to think. Certificate without strong character and behavior and personality will not help. For these things, my advice, if you want to study abroad, I think Malaysia is the best choice. International level, English media, English program, and also not that expensive, especially for Sri Lankan student in Lincoln University College, because they need to use this opportunity for scholarship more than 50% to study in Lincoln. And I am sure when they come back with international certificate, you will see your children already totally different and more confidence and international thinking. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. So you've heard it from the key pillars of Lincoln University College themselves. Lincoln is for all and will definitely provide you with the best international exposure at the most affordable rates as well. Thank you very much to Professor Dr. Rasheed Abdul Salaam as well as Dr. Roshan de Lima. Thank you very much for being here. And that's it from us at Your Future Pathway. We will bring you more episodes just like these. Stay tuned as we bring you more.